and today I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about my first experience with line and wash watercolor paintings. So I am a self-taught watercolor painter. I definitely am not highly experienced at it, and I am for sure an amateur, but I've been seeing a lot of videos of professionals doing line and wash, and I decided to give it a try. So for this one, I actually did this sketch of this building. It's actually like a bathhouse in Ireland, and it was a pretty simple composition. So I felt like I could go ahead and try this for my first one. And so I did this sketch while at work on my lunch break. And then I came home and I did my line drawing with just a Sharpie. With some research, I found that Sharpies are kind of an acceptable choice for doing line and wash. Maybe not the best choice, but it works, and I had it available and on hand. So it's just a really ultra fine point Sharpie. I didn't think I would enjoy this process very much. I am not really a drawer. I just feel like sometimes it takes too long and I'm pretty impatient. I was able to do this sketch fairly quickly, I guess. And then doing the line drawing with the Sharpie was actually a lot more fun than I expected it to be. It was pretty satisfying seeing the kind of shadows come out with it just by making thicker lines. It was just different than I expected. I didn't expect it to be so fun. And so I finished that, and it actually had pretty good depth and dimension already. And then I went in to do my watercolor painting over that, my wash. And I've seen people say just really try not to get boxed in by the lines, try to keep it loose, and not thinking of just coloring in the lines. So I tried that. I'm not sure I succeeded. I think I probably colored in the lines quite a bit, but I started with just some really loose light washes for the grass and then the trees and the sky. And so you can see I'm just mixing up various colors of green. I'm just using that same well to do all my greens because I wanted to get a lot of variety and just a lot of natural shades. So I'm just mixing up new colors of green each time. And it's Ireland, so all of it's very green, and it has every color of green that you can imagine. So just again, mixing those different shades, I think gives it a little bit more life, but it's still very loose. So it's not, photorealistic representation of this place in Ireland, but just giving it all the colors, I think adds some depth. And then we just go in now to the sky. I don't know why I said we. I'm the only one doing it, but I went into the sky with this kind of soft gray blue color, and then I mix up the color. I already had some of it basically in my palette from a previous painting, but mixing up this kind of neutral brownish gray color for the building. And when I go over to the shadows, I'm trying to get more of a cool gray, and then the lit parts is more of a warm gray. And I've seen that described a lot by different artists, that for shadows, it's not just a darker color, it actually changes from warm to cool. And I've been really observing when I'm out in the just community or in nature, watching how that interacts. So yesterday I was actually at a building and there were shadows of people on the wall, and the brick was very warm red, and then when I look at the shadowy areas, it's actually like a cool purple. And so it was very interesting to see that in real life and just kind of notice how that interacts. And I found that that's helped me grow as just a painter, is observing what I see, even when I'm not out there looking for something to paint, but just observing how it all interacts with each other. is very interesting to watch. I just kind of go in now and I'm adding some deeper shadows, again going for that slightly cooler color for the shadowed areas, and then just adding some texture and variety to the wall with different areas of slightly different colors, I guess. It's like slightly different values of the same color is more accurate, and it just gives it a little bit more variety. And then I felt like the grass was too flat in front, so I added some shadows to the grass as well. So this painting clearly is not photorealistic, like I said, but it is just a line and wash painting, and it was actually pretty quick and really fun to do. I was able to just try something new, which is always exciting and fun, and I can definitely see myself doing this in the future, because drawing is something that I can do on my lunch break, which I've found helps me actually get away from work for a minute. I can do that drawing for that half an hour of my lunch and then come home and paint it later. So I can definitely see me using this technique in the future. Thank you so much for watching this. If you liked it, check out this other video on my progress with portrait drawing. It's linked here, and I just really appreciate you spending your time with me.